Hey, I'm Herald sportswriter Manny Navarro here at Gulliver Prep High School, inside the locker room next to Coach Earl Sims. And Coach, probably one of the most talented teams that you've had since the state runner-up season of 2008. How's the excitement level for football this coming year?
Oh, the excitement level is high. We're thoroughly excited to get started. Another year of football, and we're anxious to see what we can become as a team.
Of course, Gulliver's in that really tough district with defending national champion Booker T. Washington, and every year that's a team you have to measure yourself up against. Coach, just talk about that challenge. What's that like every year having to face a team like Booker T?
It's a challenge every year. You know, they were #1 in the nation, and you know, just having a nationally ranked team in your district year in and year out is tough. But having a #1 team in the nation, you know, but you know what? The kids get up for that game, and so do we as coaches. And you know, it's an honor to have that challenge. And you know, we just want to put our best product on the field and then see how competitive we can be.
Coach, this is now going to be your 9th season as head coach. I know you're going to be turning 36 soon. It feels like you've grown up on the job here. Just talk about what the whole experience as being the coach at Gulliver Prep has been like for you.
Well, it's truly an honor and a blessing to be here. You know, they accepted me. This is my first time ever being a head coach, so this is my first head coaching job. And you know, they embraced me and gave me the room to grow, and we've built something special here, you know, and it's truly a family here, you know, not just players and coaches, but school-wide.
Obviously a really talented team. Let's talk about some of the players that you got on the squad this season. Start off on the offensive side of the football. Who are going to be some of the leaders on the offensive side for you guys? Well,
we have a lot of guys that people already know about. One being Deontay Mullins, you know, playing receiver. I'm not a big fan of names now, so you know, I try to tell everybody to make sure that we keep the team concept there, but we do have some skilled guys. You know, quarterback, we have 2 quite capable guys. You know, Juwan Watson and the senior Juwan Watson and Mo Hassan. We have a very talented running back. You know, actual running back field. We have Robert Burns and C.J. Hassan. Other receivers, you know, Dante Mayfield, Walker Gautier. This is where it gets a little political. You leave a name out, but you know, we're working every day to get better. You know, but we do have some guys who have stepped up and led the way.
The defensive side of the football, Mr. Shepard there at the linebacker spot. Everybody knows about him.
Oh yeah.
Talk about him coming into his senior year. What you're seeing out of him in practice, and you know, what you expect of him.
Well, I told him since his 9th grade year that this year was going to come. You know, he's since committed to University of Wisconsin, you know, and he's got a lot of good things going for him. You know, this year I look for him to step into his role, which I've always seen him, you know, as a leader, but it's time for him to step into that role and be a vocal leader on our team, not just one on the field making plays, but one in the classroom, one in the hallways, and you know, one that other guys can look up to and lead the way.
Now, obviously, I know a lot of guys play both ways for you. You were telling me earlier, basically 30 guys on the varsity roster right now.
Correct.
Talk about some of the guys on the defensive line in the secondary. Who are your ball hawks in the secondary? Who are your guys that go after the quarterback?
Well, you know, our free safety is a good one too. He's a senior, Antonio Sotolongo. You know, last year he had he had a pretty good year. I think he's had about between 10 and 12 interceptions over the past 3 years. Defensive line wise, we got a couple studs at defensive end, you know, Joseph Jackson and Charles Callender, both juniors, and we have a linebacker, Cedric Wright, who's going to kind of play a safety role as well, and so we're looking for them to step up. They're going to have to step on that offensive side too, you know, because they do have 2 positions, and that's how we practice. That's how we play.
When you look at the team right now and you say to yourself, okay, if we can do this a little bit better in the next couple of weeks, these first couple games, maybe we have a shot at beating Booker T. Washington. Maybe we have a shot at going back to state. What are the things that you look at right now as a head coach and say that has to get better?
Well, the thing is, we have to become better at becoming a team, because individually, yeah, you know, you see the individual talent, but the goal and the challenge is to make sure that we mesh and become a team, you know, and become united and you know, make sure these guys have each other's back, and the effort needs to be there, execution, you know, on both sides of the ball and in the special teams. So honestly, I would say unity and focus are the things that we need. And I'm not looking forward to Booker T, because you know, when we went to state, we had a 1-0 mentality, and the most important game was the game that week. And so that's still the mentality that I have today.
All right, so let's wrap it up. First game, obviously, this week. Jacksonville, driving all the way up to Jacksonville to play on the day of the game, Duval Charter School, which I'm not even really familiar with them. Talk a little bit about your opponent and I guess just your expectations for week 1.
Well, when I looked at the film, they have a lot of skilled guys. Okay, they kind of remind me of a team that we have to face later on in the season. You know, yeah, we are taking that ride. It's a trek. You know, we're going to go up there in the morning, play on the same day, but, you know, guys just ready to play games. You know, they're ready to start playing games.
They're tired of hitting
each other. They're tired of hearing us fuss at them and, you know, coach them tough and push them, you know, the extra effort and everything, and they just want to go out there and play and perform, you know. And so, but as coaches, we're the same way. We're eagerly anticipating the first game, and we're looking forward to it. You know, football is here.
All right, he said it. Football is here. Thanks for your time, Coach.
Thank you, always. You all do a great job, and we appreciate it.